There's something special about the nostalgia of playing classic arcade games. From Pac-Man to Tetris to Space Invaders, these games have been ingrained within popular video game history. Hi, I'm Luke from Project in a Box, and now you can actually play these own games on my own project, the Arcade Emulator. In this project, you'll learn the basics of the Raspberry Pi and how to use it to create your very own console. You'll learn how to install operating systems, read a datasheet, and format your games. The Arcade Emulator is the quintessential beginner project in Project in a Box, and it allows everybody, of any skill range, to complete a wonderful, fun, and personal electronics project. Thank you. Before we begin, check your box for the following parts. 1 Raspberry Pi, 10 buttons, 8 large ones, and 2 small ones, 1 joystick, 1 USB breakout board, 1 SD card, 1 flash drive, multiple jumper connections, so you're going to want 10 of these red and black ones, and you're going to want 4 of these blue and white ones, and then you're going to want to grab 4 screws and then their corresponding 4 nuts. Along with these parts, you're going to have a USB cable, a 5-volt power supply, 1 HDMI cable, and 6 laser-cutted acrylic parts. Okay, and in addition to these parts, all you're going to need is 1 wrench and a laptop of your choosing, or a computer. We're going to start by loading an operating system onto the Raspberry Pi. For this project, we're going to be using RetroPie. It's the arcade software. Make sure you download the Raspberry Pi 0 to 1. That's your Raspberry Pi model. Next, when you're waiting for the download, go to Etcher. Make sure you click to download for your current computer. In the time it takes to download, you can look at the little infographic below and see how it works. Next, open Etcher, select the image you downloaded from the RetroPie website, then insert your SD card into your computer and click Select Drive. Your SD card should pop up in this drop-down menu. Select your SD card, click Flash, and wait a few minutes and you should be all perfectly formatted. Now that we've formatted all the software, it's time to actually create your box. So in your kit, you should have had 6 acrylic pieces. You're going to have 2 side pieces, 2 longer side pieces, and then the top and bottom piece. This is a simple...
Hold on. Okay, sorry, camera just went wacky and like went out of focus.
Not for sure.
Okay, alright.
Let's restart.
Sure, yeah. Sorry, and again, point them kind of...
Like here.
Not maybe that far.
Here.
Yeah, a little bit down. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, ready still?
Yes.
Okay. So now that you've formatted all the software of the project, it's time to start building the actual box. In your kit, you should have received 6 acrylic pieces. There should be 2 shorter side pieces, 2 longer side pieces, and then the top and bottom piece. This is a simple 6-sided box, and so all you do is you take the bottom, which is the fully flat piece, put the 2 longer sides in the divots, then take the 2 shorter sides, also put them in the divots, and finally take the top of the box and put it right there. Now that your box is like kind of completed, you're going to have to glue all this down. I'd suggest super glue or just any type of glue that you have. And all you do is you place a little bit of glue within each of the seams and just hold the box tight for 30 minutes. When gluing the box, make sure to actually leave the top open. This is going to be very important when we actually put the buttons in, and so you can easily access everything within the box. So once you have your box glued together, it's a solid piece. It's time to put the buttons in. So grab your buttons and joysticks. and then all of the jumper wires. Take the big buttons, put them top holes in the front of the box, flip it over, grab one of the black washers, and all you do is screw it down. Do this for all 10 buttons, and then we'll go from the next step. And then once you have all the buttons in place, it's time to add the joystick. For the joystick, you unscrew the knob and stick it underneath the board, like so. Next, in each of these holes, grab each of your screws, thread them through, and put the nut on the bottom. Once you're done doing this, simply screw on the top of the knob of the joystick, and you should be good.